ज्ञानरत्नं समुद्रितं येन तस्मै वसिष्ठाय गुरवे नमः। वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय। शब्द ब्रह्म की जय। सरस्वती महारानी की जय। योग वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। हरि ओम। हम लोग योग वशिष्ठ निर्वाण प्रकरण उत्तरार्ध 29वां अध्याय का चर्चा कर रहे हैं। कल हम देखे थे समस्त दृश्यों का विनाश हो जाने पर, समस्त दृश्यों का विनाश हो जाने पर अंत में बच जाने वाला संबित मात्र स्वरूप जो आत्मा है वह शून्य रूप नहीं है, किंतु निरतिशय आनंद रूप ही है। यह विद्वान का अनुभव है। हम बाह्य और अभ्यंतर के बारे में विचार किए हैं पहले। इसके पहले बाह्य जगत, अंतर जगत, मन का बाह्य वृत्ति और अंतर्वृत्ति, ये सब हम देखें। और उसमें बाह्य वृत्ति हमको मन का चंचलता बढ़ा देता है। अंतर्मुखी वृत्ति में ये चंचलता स्थिरता में बदल जाता है और वह स्थिरता प्राप्त होने से क्या होगा हालत? स्थिरता मतलब मन का कोई स्पंदन नहीं है। जो स्पंदन रहित है वह मन नहीं हो सकता है, उसको मन नहीं कहते हैं। चंचलता का नाम ही मन है। भावनाओं का जो तरंग है वो तरंग का समूह का नाम मन है। तरंग नहीं है तो उसको मन नहीं कहते हैं। उस जो है उसको कोई कुछ कहा, लेकिन कुछ है, शून्य है। शून्य कैसा है? जो कुछ नहीं है कह सकते हैं। कुछ नहीं कैसे है कि मन का कोई वृत्ति नहीं। मन का वृत्ति नहीं रहने से कोई मन वृत्ति के साथ किसी का संबंध भी नहीं है। बाहर दुनिया का जितने नाम रूप है उसका कोई संबंध मन के साथ नहीं है, तो फिर दुनिया ही नहीं। तो फिर क्या है? उसको क्या बोला जाए? उसको सबसे अच्छा शब्द कहा जाएगा अवशिष्ट, जो अवशेष है। अवशेष जो रह गया तो वो क्या चीज़ होगा? वो होगा जरूर है। जो चीज़ है उसी को अवशेष कहते हैं। जो चीज़ है उसका नाम अवशेष, उसी को परमात्मा के नाम से कोई कहते हैं। और वह है जिसका अनुपस्थित नहीं हो सकता है, अभाव नहीं हो सकता है, वह सदा है। तो इसको महात्मा लोग अनुभव किए हैं। जो रह जाता है वो आनंद रूप है। आनंद रूप किसको कहेंगे? जहाँ ना सुख है ना कोई दुख है। दुख होगा तो उसके बदलाव में जब दुख बदल जाता है सुख आएगा, सुख जब बदल जाएगा फिर दुख आएगा, सुख के बाद दुख, दुख के बाद सुख, ये बदलता रहता है। क्यों बदलेगा? क्यों रहेगा नहीं? क्यों? क्योंकि ये नियम है प्रकृति का। प्रकृति के अंदर व्यवहारिक दुनिया में जो कुछ भी हम देखते हैं सब परिवर्तनशील है। इसलिए सुख भी दुख में बदल जाता है, दुख भी सुख में बदल जाएगा। जैसे दिन रात में बदल जाता है, फिर रात दिन में बदल जाता है, इसी प्रकार ये सुख दुख का चक्र चलते रहता है। हर चीज़ दुनिया में बदलता है और वो बदलाव जो है वो बारंबार उसी प्रकार होगा। हर सप्ताह में सोमवार आ जाता है, मंगलवार आ जाता है, शनिवार भी फिर आ जाता है, बार बार। हर साल वही बसंत ऋतु आ जाएगा, ग्रीष्म आएगा, वर्षा आएगा, ये बदलते जाएगा। समय बदलता है लेकिन पुनरावृत्ति करता है। हर चीज़ का परिवर्तन है, वो परिवर्तन बारंबार होता है, एक ही परिवर्तन बारंबार होगा। क्योंकि कोई पुराना नहीं, नया नहीं, दुनिया में सब सदा पुरातन है अथवा सदा नूतन है। इस प्रकार सुख दुख बदल जाने के बाद रहेगा क्या? जो सुख नहीं दुख नहीं वही रहेगा, उसका नाम आनंद कहा गया। आनंद एक स्थिति जहाँ ना सुख है ना दुख है, जो बदलता नहीं, उसको कहते हैं निरतिशय आनंद। नेहि अतिशय मतलब वो बदलता नहीं, उसको निरतिशय आनंद कहते हैं। भूमानंद कहते हैं, अखंडानंद कहते हैं। अखंड जिसमें कोई खंडित होने का मतलब नहीं है, वो एक स्थिति है। उसको मनोवृत्ति का नाश करने वाले अनुभव करते हैं। जो मन का वृत्तियों को खत्म कर सकता है, मन को अमन बना सकता है, उनका अनुभव बोलता है कि ये अनुभव ऐसा है एक। उसी का नाम निरतिशय आनंद कहते हैं। और कोई उसको संबित भी बोलते हैं। सम्यक ज्ञान, सम्यक मतलब पूरा पूरा ज्ञान मिलता है, उस रूप तुम बन जाते हो। तो फिर वह शून्य कह सकते हो, लेकिन शून्य का मतलब पूर्ण भी है, जो कभी किसी चीज़ का कमी महसूस नहीं करने देता है। पूर्ण इसीलिए है कि वहाँ पर किसी चीज़ की कमी नहीं है, हर चीज़ है, इसीलिए पूर्ण भी है। जैसे मान लो हम एक वस्तु को ठोस बोलते हैं, ठोस सॉलिड बोलेंगे। सॉलिड को हम पत्थर मान लो, पत्थर को हम सॉलिड कहेंगे, ठोस कहेंगे। उसका अर्थ क्या है? पत्थर के अंदर दूसरी चीज़ नहीं मिलेगा। जो एक छत्र अधिपति बनता है उसी का नाम सॉलिड। तो उसी का नाम शून्य भी तो है। शून्य में दूसरी चीज़ नहीं मिलेगा, एक चीज़ मिलेगा। तो जिसको शून्य कहते हैं उसी प्रकार उसी को ही हम ठोस भी बोलते हैं। जिसमें कुछ नहीं है उसमें सब कुछ है। इसी प्रकार तो जो सब कुछ के रूप में हम देखते हैं उसका नाम परमात्मा कहा गया है, जो सबका आधार और वह अस्थिर नहीं है। अस्थिर होने से मन बन जाएगा, अस्थिरता का नाम मन है, और वह स्थिर रहता है। स्थिरता का नाम परमात्मा इसी प्रकार है, और वह अवशेष भी है। अवशेष किसका? किसी भी अस्थिरता का। और जितने वस्तु हम देखते हैं वह अस्थिर होकर के ही बने हैं। कुछ भी नाम, कुछ भी रूप, जो कुछ भी हुआ, वो एक संयुक्त वस्तु है। वह पूरा शुद्ध नहीं है, सब अशुद्ध है। अशुद्ध कैसे है? मिश्रण। क्योंकि पंच महाभूत जो है, जिसको हम बेसिक प्रिंसिपल या एलिमेंट बोलते हैं, जैसे जिसको हम मूलभूत कारण बोलते हैं, वो सब पांच आकाश, वायु, अग्नि, जल और धरती माने हैं, मान लिया गया। स्थूल रूप से यही हमको दिखता है। भले आप कह सकते हैं अग्नि कोई मूलभूत चीज़ नहीं है, एलिमेंट नहीं है। जल भी कोई एलिमेंट नहीं है, जल में मिश्रण है, वो बोल सकते हैं। लेकिन स्थूल रूप से हम जो देखते हैं, ये पांचों चीज से ही सारा दुनिया का रूप और नाम बने हैं। ये मूलभूत वस्तु है। इसको भूत बोलते हैं, जो हुआ है, जो हुआ है। और इसके मिश्रण से सारे दुनिया के सब चीज बने हैं। इसको हम दार्शनिक शास्त्र में पंचीकरण विधि बोलते हैं। मिला मिला करके, जैसे हम शरबत बनाएंगे तो खाली मीठा का शरबत नहीं बन सकता है। जैसे पानी मिलाओ और भी कुछ खट्टा मीठा जो कुछ मिलाना मिलाओ, मसाला जो कुछ मिलाओगे तभी तो शरबत बनेगा। शरबत कहना मतलब एक संयुक्त वस्तु है जिसमें अनेक चीज़ों का मिश्रण है। ऐसे ही ये सारा दुनिया में जितने नाम हैं, जितने रूप हैं, जितने वस्तु दृष्टिगोचर होता है, हम इंद्रियों से ग्रहण करते हैं, ये सब वस्तु है करके उसका स्वरूप एक मिश्रण है। वो शुद्ध नहीं है, कोई चीज़ शुद्ध नहीं है, सब अशुद्ध है। और ये सारे अशुद्ध को निकाल देंगे तो जो बाकी रह जाएगा उसी का नाम शुद्ध, शुद्ध प्योर, प्योर माल है वो। उसी को विद्वान लोग अपने अनुभव से आनंद रूप कहे हैं। उसको कभी वाणी से वर्णन नहीं किया जा सकता है। वो किसी से, क्योंकि वो मिश्रण नहीं है। मिश्रण को अगर शुद्ध को तुम दिखाना चाहोगे वो मिश्रित तो हो जाएगा। इसीलिए उसको कोई बोल नहीं सकता है। वाणी एक मिश्रण की बात है। अनेक चीज़ों का मिश्रण से वाणी स्फुरित होता है। तो इसी प्रकार ये सारे चीज़ को नहीं नहीं करके जो बच जाता है उसको अवशिष्ट बोलते हैं, उसी को सत्य बोलते हैं, परमात्मा बोलते हैं। अनेक नाम से उसको बोलते हैं सब। Whatever objects we see, we perceive by our senses, everything, every object is a compound object. It is not pure. It is a mixture of many things. And originally, five elements means original objects. May it be a mixture, but originally, which are together become cause for the creation. Creation, nothing, creation has no other meaning than creating compound objects. That is called creation. The purest object create, cannot create, because it is one. To create, it has to become a compound. So many things have to be accumulated together. On the other hand, we can say creation is nothing but composition, accumulation. So whatever is there, whatever is visible, objects, they are compound, they are mixture, and when we go on deleting, negating all these, in the end, whatever remains, that is called remnants. Remnants cannot be denied. It is, and that existence is called truth. And many great research scholars, we call them rishis, munis, they have experienced it. They say this is called, they name it as bliss, which is neither happiness nor unhappiness, neither happiness nor misery. It is beyond all these, because happiness cannot remain for long. It has to change into unhappiness, to the opposite. Everything in this world is subject to change, and the change takes place repeatedly in the same way. Same way it repeats, the change repeats again and again. The same Sunday comes again and again in the week. The same month, September, comes every year. Time repeats, space repeats, everything repeats itself. Repetition or combination or change, these are the basic formula, working style of the nature. So if we negate all these, something remains in the end which is beyond expression. That is, somehow we have named it bliss, which is neither happiness nor unhappiness. It is beyond it. That is a steady, silent state of equilibrium which cannot be expressed. So somehow to indicate it, we have given an indicative name which is known as Anand, bliss. Bliss is nothing but indicative word. In that way we use other words also. The truth, the Paramatma Supreme Self. In various names we indicate that state, which is remnants after negating everything. and that cannot be nothing. It is everything. It is empty as well as it is solid. Emptiness means having oneness. Solidity also means the same, oneness. Oneness is the truth. Manyness is called mixture or world. And those mixtures they have to repeat again and again and change again and again. That's how they make confusion. And the purest, the absolute equilibrium state is ever present everywhere in all conditions which are unconditional, which is unconditional, so it cannot be expressed, and that is eternal truth. तब विवेकियों को यौक्तिक दृष्टि से जगत कैसा है? जैसे आँख के प्रणिधान रूप एकाग्रता रूप प्रयत्न से अंधकार में कुछ सद असद रूप आभास दिखाई देता है, वैसे ही ब्रह्म में जो आभास दिखाई देता है वह आभास ही यह जगत है। So now the question comes. अभी वो कहते हैं कि दुनिया फिर दिखता है कैसे, और ये दुनिया किसको कैसा दिखता है? किसको कैसे दिखता है? अज्ञानियों को दुनिया, नाम रूपधारी दुनिया सब सत्य लगता है, लेकिन ज्ञानियों को, विचारशील लोगों को जो विचार करके देखते हैं और विचार में बिल्कुल प्रतिष्ठित हैं, विचार युक्त दृष्टि से वो देखते हैं, जिसको हम विवेक कहते हैं। विचार करना, विचार किसके ऊपर भी करते हैं? स्थायी कौन है, अस्थाई कौन है? जो अस्थाई है उसका नाम दुनिया, जो स्थायी है उसका नाम परमात्मा। जैसे दूध और पानी को हंस अलग अलग कर देता है, वैसे ही विवेक ही जाने इसे दुनिया से सत्य परमात्मा और असत्य जो परिवर्तनशील जगत को अलग अलग करके देखते हैं। तो विवेकी जान क्या बोलते हैं, उनको कैसे दिखता है दुनिया? उसको वशिष्ठ जी महाराज बोलते हैं एकाग्रता के साथ मन को एकाग्र करने से कुछ दिखता है। उनका मन हमेशा एकाग्र रहता है। बुद्धिमान व्यक्तियों का मन हमेशा एकाग्र रहता, मतलब स्थिर रहता है। तो वो स्थिर मन से, जिसको हम अमन भी कह सकते हैं, उससे वो क्या देखते हैं दुनिया को? वो कुछ कुछ दिखते हैं, बोलते हैं कुछ कुछ होता है, कुछ कुछ होता है। क्या क्या देखते हैं वो? जैसे बहुत गाढ़ अंधकार रात में बहुत एकाग्रता से आप अगर देखोगे, जो साधारण देखने से नहीं दिखता है, बहुत एकाग्रता लग के साथ अगर देखना शुरू करोगे एक जगह को, उधर कुछ चीज़ झापसा दिखेगा, कुछ आधा अधूरा कुछ चीज़ दिखता है, दिखेगा। इसलिए अंधेरे में बहुत धीरे धीरे चलते हैं। अंधेरे में भाग नहीं सकते हम, दिखता नहीं। और देखने के लिए अगर प्रयास करेंगे बहुत एकाग्रता के साथ, कुछ कुछ दिखता है जो स्पष्ट नहीं, उसी को हम कहते हैं अस्पष्ट। अस्पष्ट, वो अस्पष्ट जो दिखता है, कुछ ना है ना, कुछ तो है। क्योंकि रास्ता में आप जब चलते हो, अंधेरी रात में कहीं तो चलते हो ना, कुछ तो है। अंधेरे में देखोगे तो कुछ कुछ दिखता है, जिसमें अंदाज लगा करके हम चलते हैं। टॉर्च है तब तो साफ साफ दिखेगा, टॉर्च नहीं है, अंधेरा में झापसा बोलते हैं, झापसा दिखता है, आधा अधूरा दिखता है। तो जो अंधेरे में चलने वाले को रास्ता जैसे दिखता है, वैसे ही विवेकी जनों को दुनिया दिखता है ऐसे ही। हाँ, कुछ कुछ है, कुछ कुछ है। पीठी में खुजली हुआ है, पीठी में खुजली हुआ, क्या बोलोगे? बोलो बोलो, क्या बोलना है? पीठी में कौन खुजली कर रहा है? कुछ है, कुछ है जो दिखता नहीं, परंतु है कुछ। आप वो हो सकता है वो कुछ कांटा लग गया था, कुछ लकड़ी लग गया था, क्या पता नहीं, कोई हवा में उड़ कर कोई सूखा पत्ता गिर गया, कमीज का अंदर चला गया, वही खुजली हो रहा, पता नहीं। वो मैं गया था बगीचा में, कुछ वो मकड़ा का जाल में कुछ था, लग गया था, हो सकता है, पता नहीं, कोई चींटी चढ़ गया होगा, पता नहीं, लेकिन है, पता नहीं है कहने पर भी है, कुछ खुजली तो हो रहा है ना, अनुभव तो खुजली है, जिसको हम अस्पष्ट रूप से जानते हैं, है कुछ। तो ऐसे ही विवेकी जन, जिनके पास विचार हैं, जो हमेशा विचार करते रहते हैं, उनको ये संसार दिखता है ऐसे ही, कुछ है कुछ है करके तो मानना पड़ेगा, लेकिन क्या है? धुंधला, पता नहीं, हो सकता है सांप भी, हो सकता है रस्सी भी, हो सकता है लकड़ी का टुकड़ा भी, क्या है? नहीं, ऐसे भी हो सकता है, कोई रेत में बच्चे लोग खेल रहे थे, इकट्ठा करके रखे होंगे, ऐसे भी हो सकता है। अंधेरी रात दिखता नहीं, कुछ भी हो सकता है। तो संसार ऐसे ही दिखता है स्पष्ट रूप से, नाम रूपों को जैसे अज्ञानी लोग देखते हैं, कहते हैं स्पष्ट रूप से ये सच है। वो स्पष्टता सचमुच अस्पष्ट का रूप है, जिसको हम स्पष्ट बोलते हैं, क्लियर बोलते हैं, वो सब कन्फ्यूजिव है, कुछ नहीं दिखता है। वो मान लिया है, जैसे मान लेते हैं हम, कुछ को कुछ मान लिया, कुछ को कुछ मान लिया। ज्योमेट्री में हम कुछ प्रूव करते हैं, अगर ये त्रिभुज दूसरे त्रिभुज का ऐसे कुछ विशेष संबंध उसके साथ बराबर है, तो दोनों बराबर हो जाएंगे, सर्वसम होंगे, ऐसा प्रमाण करते, तो कहते हैं मान लो, थोड़ा ऐसा मान लो, थोड़ा देर के लिए मान लो। अगर मान के चलेंगे और कुछ निष्कर्ष में पहुंचते हैं, वो निष्कर्ष अगर उत्तर के साथ सही होता है तो हम माना हुआ चीज़ सच है करके मानेंगे, नहीं पहुंचते निष्कर्ष सही पर, तो फिर ये जो माने थे वो गलत है, ऐसे ही करके प्रमाण करना पड़ता है। तो ऐसे ही दुनिया को हम मान लिए सच करके, अज्ञानी लोग लेकिन उसको जब विश्लेषण करते हैं, ज्ञानी लोग विश्लेषण करके देखते हैं, अलग अलग करके देखते हैं। दूध, इसको दूध बोलते हैं, इसको पानी बोलते हैं, पानी हमको ज़रूरत नहीं, दूध मैं पीऊँगा। हंस दूध ही पीता है, पानी को छोड़ देता है। ऐसे ही ज्ञानी लोग ये धुंधला जो कुहेरा के अंदर से वो सच को ग्रहण करते हैं, असच को छोड़ देते हैं। आँख के प्रणिधान रूप आँख का एकाग्रता करने से, जैसे अंधकार रात्रि में कुछ सत असत, कुछ सच कुछ झूठ ऐसे ही आभास दिखाई देता है, वैसे ही ब्रह्म में जो आभास दिखाई देता है वो आभास ही यह जगत है। सच को जो नहीं देख पाते हैं, सच्चाई अंधेरे रात में जैसे हम सच को नहीं देखते हैं अंधकार के कारण, ऐसे ही सत्य पद को जो सच है उसको हम देख नहीं सकते हैं। क्यों? कि हमारे दृष्टि में कमी है, हमारी दृष्टि दोष है, इसीलिए हम देख नहीं पाते हैं। जिसको हम अंधकार रात में नहीं देखते हैं उसको तो उल्लू दिखता है, सियाल दिखता है। कैसे दिखते हैं? उनका दृष्टि हमारे दृष्टि से अलग है। उनका अंधकार के लिए दृष्टि सिद्ध है, शुद्ध दृष्टि है, वो देख सकते हैं। मतलब देखने का शक्ति अलग है हमारे देखने का शक्ति से। हम जो दिन में जो देखते हैं उसको वो स्पष्ट रूप से नहीं देखते हैं, उल्लू नहीं देखता है। तो उसका दृष्टि शक्ति के तहत वो रात का या दिन का वस्तु को देखता है। वैसे ही मनुष्य को भी उसका दृष्टि शक्ति के अनुसार जो दिखता है उसको वह सच मान लेता है। लेकिन विवेकी लोगों का दृष्टि शक्ति दूसरा होता है, वो सत्य को देखते हैं, असत्य को नहीं देखते हैं। जैसे रात में उल्लू जैसे दिखता है, देखता है, वैसे ही ज्ञानी लोग संसार में दिखते हैं। इसीलिए कहा गया कि जो अज्ञानियों के लिए दिन है वो ज्ञानियों के लिए रात है, और जो ज्ञानियों का दिन है वो अज्ञानियों के लिए रात है। सच को अज्ञानी लोग नहीं देख सकते हैं। जैसे बादल छाया है आसमान में, हम सूरज को नहीं देखते हैं, परंतु कोई प्लेन में बैठ कर के 60,000 फीट हाइट में उड़ रहा है, बादल 30,000 फीट हाइट में है, तो वह सूरज को पूर्ण रूप से साफ दिखता है। जबकि जमीन में बैठे हुए लोगों को सूरज नहीं दिखता, सूरज पूरा ढका हुआ है। तो ऐसे ही ज्ञानी और अज्ञानी का भेद है। दुनिया को ज्ञानी लोग देखते हैं धुंधला बादल जैसे, अज्ञानी लोग देखते हैं सच जैसे। The realized souls, those who have got a discriminative eye, they see the things by analytical process. They know what is right, what is wrong. They see something different than the ignorant person who never can analyze things. They don't contemplate, they don't think deeply on the object. So the world looks something to the ignorant persons which is different to the knowledgeable persons. Just as the persons, we don't see the sun when the sky is filled with clouds. We don't see the sun. But a person who goes above the clouds by a plane or somehow, above the clouds, that person sees the sun clearly. Whereas the people who are on the ground, they don't see the sun. Two different kinds of vision. One is covered up, other is totally open window. So the ignorant persons, common worldly people, they see the world as something. It is true for them, where because they don't see the reality, just as the clouds are true for us, sun is not there. But person who goes beyond these clouds, he knows what is sun. So he is called a realized soul, who knows the truth, who sees the truth. In the dark night when you go, if you pay much attention, you can see something on the road so that you can walk without light, you can see something haphazardly. Some foggy vision is there. You can walk without light also, people walk, but very slowly, very carefully, and or else you will fall down. Because the sight is not clear. It is cloudy. It is not clear. When there is light, it becomes very clear. Then only you know what is what. In the dark, also you know something is there. But what is that? No clarity. Similarly, the wise people look at this world just as you look at the road in dark night. This world is night, invisible for the wise people, and the ignorant persons, they see it is to be right. Their vision is total opposite. Because they don't see the reality, so they accept the fog which is hiding the truth, sun. They see the clouds are called sky and sun. There is no other sun. There is no other sun. Because we don't see. How can we believe? On this point we can say the modern scientists, they claim, they invent something. How can you invent something? Invention word is meaningless word. Why? If you can invent something new, where from you got that new object? How can you? So, why do you say invention? Why don't you say creation? I have created it because it was not there. So better will be creation, isn't it? And creation is impossible. Why? Why? See the process. If you want to create something, you must know it, isn't it? Can you create something which you don't know? The pot maker makes the pots. Does he know about the pots or not? He knows. When you make something, and if that is perfect, you want to make it perfect, then you have to know fully, 100% knowledge you should have. Understood? The pot maker make the pots, but they don't know about the pot 100%. They just know about its composition and say the form, what form they will make, that them know, and some other qualities of the pot. Inside it must be empty. Outside also there should be some demarcating line by clay or something. In this way they make something which is not perfect. It is not perfect. How we can make a perfect thing? When you know the object 100%, then only you can make it 100% perfect object. Then only. Simple logic. If you don't know, how can you make? You don't know what is called tea. Can you make tea? Can you make pointin? Huh? No? Why? Pointin. Can you make? Can you make? Pointin. I will give you some quality. It is a drink and very, very liquid drink. Can you make? You must know everything about it. Then only you can make it. So creation is after the knowledge, full knowledge. If you know the object fully, 100% clearly, then you can make it. To know an object, you have to become the object. You have to contact the object. We contact the object for a moment and get some information, partial information, so we know little about the object. When you know everything, you have to be one with it, then only. Then only you can make it. When you know everything, 100% about the object, you have become the object. You have lost your identity. So who is going to make what? No question of creation. Creation is impossible. No creation is possible. आई समझ में? नहीं? अरे बिना जाने कोई कुछ बना सकता है क्या? जानने से पूरा जानोगे तो उसी रूप में हो जाएगा, जो जैसे ब्रह्म विद्रमेव भवति। जो तुम जानते हो उसी रूप बन जाते हो। इंजीनियरिंग जानते हो ना, तो इंजीनियर बने। क्या बने? डॉक्टर बन जाओगे क्या? इंजीनियरिंग जान करके डॉक्टर बनोगे क्या? जो जानोगे वही तो बनोगे. As you think, so you become. That is the formula. Everywhere it is accepted. So if you want to know, you have become it. Where is your identity who is going to make something new? You have lost your identity. Who is going to create then? So creation is impossible. No creation is possible. Yes, something haphazardly can be made, Just as the pot makers make the pots get destroyed very soon. Yes.
What about children? Babies
Pardon?
creating children, having babies.
Having?
Babies, children,
Yes.
creation.
It is not creation. We cannot say it is created. It was there. It was there. It has changed to some other form and which was not visible as now it appears. It was in different form. You have given a changed form. Everything is subject to change. Life also a series of changes only. And before you are born, you were there present. You cannot come from nothing. You cannot come from nothing. Can you say this is made of nothing? Can you say? Can you say this is made of nothing? Can you say this is made of nothing? Something is there. It was there. And you have made it something else. Means changes. The whole world, including your own self, your mind and intellect also. Your mind and intellect which is going to say, I have created or I have invented something that is wrong. Your mind is a mixture. And you claim you have created something, you have invented something, what you can? You are good for nothing. This is how the impartial philosophers think. Impartial, they are impartial. They don't have their identity as something, philosopher or something. They deny that this is what Vasishta is explaining to Rama. What else? Rama asked who was advising me? If it if the speech is impossible, the expression is impossible, then who was explaining me? And who am I? Who are I? Who are I? Who are you? How can I believe that Guruji is explaining something to me? That is what Vasishta is explaining. Here nobody explained, nobody heard, nobody understood, nothing. There is no question of explanation or understanding in the truth. It is only possible in the relative world. So, ignorant is always ignorant, there is no knowledge for them. Absent is always absent. Present is always present. There cannot be any absent. A realized soul means a wise man can never be fool. Wise man is always wise and fool is always fool. So all these complications and all these discussions happen only in between. Half full, half knowledgeable. Here is all the all the battle going on. You know little and you don't know little. That's how you are confused, and that confusion means screaming, churning confusion. Then you have to churn it out, and whatever comes out, that is the remnants, and that will come out only when churning stops. While churning, you cannot get the butter, isn't it? Butter comes out only after the end of your churning, isn't it? Similarly, that absolute silence, that is the truth, that cannot be expressed, but if some expression is there, it is between the highest and lowest, in between. If a half-knower has some doubts, he will have doubts because he knows little. Just as you have gone to some shops, say fruit shop, you want to purchase some banana. You ask the shopkeeper, "Oh my dear, can you give me 1 dozen of bananas?" Either he will say yes, or he say no. No, banana is exhausted, you can go to other shop. Or he will say yes, yes, I am giving you 1 dozen bananas. What does it mean? If you analyze the process, you have gone and asked about banana to the shopkeeper. Shopkeeper says, yes, I am giving. What does it mean? You know what is banana and use of it, isn't it? But its place and time you don't know about it. So you go to shopkeeper, maybe having some assumption, having some ideas, maybe there it will be available, the space and time you try to make up time, space, everything together, maybe banana available there. So yes, it is got now. So the shopkeeper also knows what is banana and where it is available. About other information he knows, you also know. Both know something but not full information. So you go for little more information. Yes, it is available here, isn't it? In this way, questioner has got some knowledge, then only he can put the question. He is not totally ignorant. No, he knows something, then only he can put the question. And the answerer also, he has to come down to the questioner level and then he can answer. Banana is in the same level of the shopkeeper and the purchaser. Then only it can be it can have transaction, isn't it? The purchaser cannot ask the banana from the sky while going in the helicopter. No, he has to come down to shopkeeper's level. Come and give me. Level must be same. So the wise man has to give up his level height of being. He has to come down to the level of the questioner, then only he can answer and the questioner can understand the answer. Then only it is possible. That is why, that is what Vasishta says, my dear, in that level don't talk. There is no talking, there is no hearing, no speaker, no hearer. Because you have asked from a lower level, I have to come down to that lower level and then I can speak and you can hear, we can have some transaction. And that is possible only in relative world. Beyond it, it is impossible. But relativity also has got different levels. You see, just as we try to climb the staircases to reach the terrace, in between we have to go across different levels of steps, different levels. We have to slowly go up and up. Then only we can reach the terrace level. So, this way we have different levels of relativity. Some person is standing just one step below the terrace. He is able to see the terrace, but he has not reached it. From a distance also one can see it. हमारे हमारे दर्शन शास्त्र में उसको बोलते हैं श्रोत्रिय श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ सुन करके समझाएं पढ़ा लिखा है पढ़ा है शास्त्र पढ़ा है और वो पढ़ के समझा भी है थोड़ा पूरा नहीं जो अनुभवी है उसको बोलते हैं श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ ब्रह्म में जो प्रतिष्ठित है he is established on the truth. He has heard it. He has contemplated over it. He has experienced it and he has been established on it. And then he is qualified to be a guru, to give those information to others. But how can he give all those informations what he have experienced? His experiences can be given to others in a lower level. In that level, there is no transaction, no giving, no taking. That's how Vasishta came down to speech level, to speak, and Ramji has to rise up little to understand what Vasishta speaks. Students have also different categories. In the same class, some students are fast water full. They understand nothing. In the exam, they will keep up only, say, 30% or 40% hardly. and some other students are very intelligent, very understanding, capable of understanding. They are intelligent students. Once said, they understand so much, and they secure 90%. And both the students are not of one category. Isn't it? There are different standards. Just like the temperature. Temperature, the same temperature, it is called temperature. 50 degrees Celsius, 40 degree, 30 degree, 0 degree also, and minus also. That is also temperature. Cold or heat, both are temperature only. Similarly, this understanding of the world. Some people totally ignorant, they don't know anything, and they go on with life like like animals. They have no horns and no tail, but two legs, two hands. They are animals. Those who don't know anything about the truth, how this world is, what it is, how it is, when it is, if at all we see in this world, the effect must have a cause. Without that, there is no object. Whatever objects we see, everything has its cause, some source. So if the world is truth, what is the source of it? Where from it has come? Why don't you think? Generally the people don't go so far. They don't go so much to inquire where from I have come, who am I, where am I, what am I. Nobody thinks. Few seekers, they think all about this. Who am I, where from I am. I am the world. I and my is the world. Where from I have come, what am I, who am I? Am I the name only? Name is changing. I have several names. Am I many or I am one? Am I the body? Am I the senses? Who am I then? Where am I? Am I the body or I am inside the body? Where then I am? Why not enquiring all these? Of course, we know so much about others. We inquire about others. Nobody inquire about himself. The moment I see you, oh, where from you have come? What is your name? Can I know your name? What for you have come here? Why? Where from you have come? All these I want to know. But I never asked myself all these questions. What a foolishness. ये अज्ञानी लोग दुनिया को कैसे देखते हैं, ज्ञानी कैसे दुनिया को देखते हैं, इसको वशिष्ठ जी समझाते हैं, क्योंकि अज्ञान रूप में ही प्रश्न उत्तर संभव है। यह मैं चिदाकाश रूप ही हूँ, इसी प्रकार निश्चय कर वासना निर्मुक्त हो उत्तम शांति से संपन्न हो गया हूँ मैं। आप भी यदि वासना को कहीं न बांध ले तो चिदाकाश रूप होकर स्थित है. But it is explaining Rama, oh my dear Ram, I am in reality, I am that absolute state of existence, the truth. I have realized it, and which cannot be expressed. So when you asked, I have to come down to your level to speak to you. And if you want to come up to that level, you have to give up all your desires. Desires are the barriers. Barriers. What is desire? Desire is nothing but contact of sense objects with the contact of the senses with the sense objects. And that is not sense actually, it is thought waves. That is mind only. Mind gets contact with the sense objects and it gets little information about the object. And when it is repeated again and again, there becomes some kind of attachment towards the object. So, he, the seer, likes to dominate over the, he thinks it is different from me. So, because of repeated contact, it wants to dominate over it, use it, to keep it near it. So that keeping close contact is known as having the object. Because of repeated contact, we get attachment, and that is because we want to dominate over it. That is called desire. Desire brings it, when it is fulfilled, it keeps a close contact as and when you want to use it. Using also meaningless. From highest point of view, you cannot use anything unless you become it. Only contact we can have for a little time. That's how we use the things. Isn't it? You have to eat it, assimilate it, and when it becomes one with it, it becomes blood in your body, then you are the food. You are the food. Body is made up of food only. This is how one becomes. And or else we have all sorts of objects because of our desires fulfilled. We get objects only to have close contact and to use it, have some transaction, giving it to someone and taking something on behalf of it. In this way, this lifestyle goes on. So what he wants to say, if you can give up all these contacts, desires, attachment, then you can have that steadiness of your existence. That is the highest level. O Ram, give up your desires, give up your attachment. And then When all is given up, then what are you? You are the absolute remnant, that is the sky of awareness. You are. You are aware of your existence. And that is the eternal happiness, unbroken, uninterrupted happiness, that is called bliss. You are always satisfied. Satisfaction is called bliss. Contentment is called bliss, where there is no need of anything else. Full contentment, that is called bliss. उसको अगर पाना है राम, चिदाकाश रूप बनना है, सारे दोषों से मुक्त हो जाओ। दोष क्या है? यही है आशाएं और आसक्तियां। क्या जीवों की अविद्या की चिदात्मा नष्ट कर देता है? क्या जीवों की अविद्या को चिदात्मा नष्ट कर देता है? या जड़? प्रथम पक्ष तो युक्त नहीं है, क्योंकि चिदात्मा तो अविद्या का साधक है। इसलिए उससे विरोधी नहीं। दूसरा पक्ष भी युक्त नहीं है, क्योंकि सारा जड़ अविद्या का कार्य है। इसलिए अविद्या का जड़ भी विरोधी नहीं है, इस आशंका पर कहते हैं। ये बड़ा भयंकर युक्ति क्या करे, जैसे तर्क भी कर रहे थे ना, विचार कर रहे थे। अगर तुमको कोई चीज़ नया बनाना है तो बनाने के लिए उसका ज्ञान चाहिए, और पूर्ण ज्ञान हो जाएगा तो तुम अपना अस्तित्व खो देते हो, तभी तो वो वस्तु रूप बन जाते हो। तुम खुद बन जाते हो, और नया क्या बनाओगे? जो बना हुआ है वो बना हुआ है। उसको जानना मतलब बनना, और बनना मतलब जानना। तो बनाना नहीं, बनना है। बनाना नहीं हो सकता है, बन सकते हो। यू कैन not create anything new, but you can become that. You can become that. You cannot create. To know everything perfectly, you have to become that, and then only you can, without knowing the object, you cannot make the object. So when you know the object, you are the object. You have lost your identity. So there is no question of creating, it is being. That's how we are all beings. We have become. What have you become? You have become something what you are not. How is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Playing role of somebody, drama, acting the drama. You play role of somebody else. You know you are inwardly you are somebody else, but you make up yourself as something else. That this world is make up, beauty parlor. That's how everything looks so beautiful. Anything new, you see it is so beautiful. Aha, see the tree, so beautiful. Everything is made up. The lady, which lady? that invisible lady, whose name is Maya. The moment you see, it changes its form. So the magician lady, she has opened a beauty parlor, and that's how you are always trying to beautify yourself. Isn't it? Cleaning yourself and making. Yes, I am beautiful. I am beautiful. You are the most beautiful because you are the owner of the beauty parlor. So what happens? Vasishta explains here some other argument, क्या जीवों की अविद्या को चिदात्मा नष्ट कर देता है? There is a question. The question is, does the knowledge destroy the ignorance? This is so simple. Even a child will not ask such question. Does the light makes you see everything in the night? Torchlight shows you everything at night. Is it a question? Even a small child will not ask such question. But it is very serious question. Very, very complicated question. You have to analytically see it. The light cannot destroy the darkness. Cannot. We say so. Huh? When you go in the dark night, you are going somewhere and you have a torch, what do? You use the torch. What happens then? Does the light drive away the darkness? If it is so, then if you stop the torch, where from that darkness comes again? Where did it go and where from it came? We have to understand what is darkness and what is light. Then only we will be clear whether light destroys the darkness or darkness destroys the light. What happens? Really speaking, light cannot destroy the darkness. It is two different things, total different things. What do you see? The front page of the book, isn't it? I don't see. I don't see. So what do you mean by it? How do you analyze this process? Have I destroyed the front page? Have I destroyed the front page or you have destroyed the back page? How do you say? Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. वही तो कोई किसी को डिस्ट्रॉय नहीं किया. लाइट अंधकार को नष्ट नहीं कर सकता है. अंधकार भी लाइट को नष्ट नहीं कर सकता है. टोटल अपोजिट. Light cannot destroy darkness. So how do you say? Oh, when you have a torchlight, There is no darkness. No darkness means, what do you mean by it? इसी को गीता में भगवान कहे नासा तो विद्यते भाव ना भावो विद्यते सतः. The presence cannot have absence. The absence cannot have presence. It is totally different aspects. Aspect means, absence means it is always absent. There is no meaning of absence. No meaning. Just as impossible is a word found in Fool's Dictionary. So also, darkness is a meaningless word. We have made almost all the words meaningless. Isn't it? Darkness also is a word which has got no meaning. Darkness means absence. Absence of light. What is absence of light? Inability of your vision. It is defect of vision. It is nothing of the light nor of the darkness. It is only concerned with your vision. There is no light, there is no darkness. Neither light can destroy darkness, nor darkness can destroy light. Your vision is responsible. That is considered. How do you see? Just now we were discussing where at night time you don't see, the owl sees. The owl, it has got that capacity of vision. It sees the objects at dark night. The bats, they only see at night. They don't see at daytime. So, question is, difference in vision. It is not darkness or light. And what do you get by all these differences? Knowledge you get, information you get about the object. That's all. And full vision, full information, full knowledge. Full vision means one-pointed vision. That's how we have come so far. We want to discuss whether the darkness can, light can destroy darkness or knowledge can destroy ignorance. Yes.
Is the simple point that we only see a small part, we do not see the whole? Our vision only sees the part, it does not see the whole.
Yes. What you see, that is something for you. Your vision is different from my vision. All the visions are different from each other. So the world appears different from for everybody. Your world is different, my world is different. My vision is different. Whom the person says he is my wife, she is my wife. The child says no, she is my mother. Does the vision change or not? Same person, wife for someone, mother for someone, sister for some other, and daughter for some other person. What is she? Is she mother or sister or wife or daughter? What is she? According to different vision, different people see it differently. This is how your vision is cause for your understanding. How do you see? And your vision is dependent on your senses and sixth sense, mind. And if mind is always changing, your knowledge is good for nothing. Yes, you are useless. Whatever you know, your knowledge is good for nothing. Knowledge is not to know. Not to know. Knowledge is not, real knowledge is not a matter to be known, to become. It is to become. It is not to know. Knowing by senses or by mind or intellect, these are the instruments of knowledge. They are haphazard, faulty instruments. If your binocular lens is broken, can you see the distant things clearly? When your vision is faulty, how can you see the world? Example I gave, the modern scientists said, the moment you pay attention, when the atom is burst, atom they blast, and what did they find out? They found out God particles, some particles, atom indifferent. When atom is divided, it becomes a still smaller entities. It is divided, and they named it as God particle. God particle. And the moment you pay attention, see the sentence, how meaningful is the claim. When you pay the attention, the God particles change, or else it is steady. What does it mean? Has it got any meaning? Attention, if you pay attention, then the particles change. That means your attention changes. Seeing means a process. Paying attention means a process. It is a process. So you cannot see God particle. If you see, it changes. And we say the same thing, fools. You don't accept. The moment you see the world, it changes. It is God particles. Why don't you accept it? Huh? Try to understand the meaning of the words. We say this world is God particles because your vision changes, your attention changes, so the world changes. If mind is stable, the whole world becomes stable. And on this theory, the great practitioners, they practice on what you call tratak. When your eye gets steady, no twinkling, no opening, no closing. If you can gaze at a point continuously, you know everything about that. And that point, that object cannot move. No. Yes.
Ramgauji has created this light, and during darkness even he was able to read.
कौन
Natak.
कौन
Ramgauji.
हाँ हाँ रंगावधू तो टाटा सिद्ध थे, वो सब कुछ देखते थे. योगी लोग ऐसे ही तो देखते हैं सब. All these great yogis, they see everything without eyes. Eyes are not the instrument for vision. It is intuition. Mental eye, intellectual eye, intention, uh, uh, intuitional eye. They are better instruments to see the things. Just as you cannot see some particles by your open naked eye, you use some some scanner, some magnifier or something, then you see it clearly. Similarly, your intellect, your intuition has got magnifying glass. It has more pervasiveness. It has more expansion to know things from all sides and perfectly. So that is called seeing. And when everything stops, you are that. You become that. And if at all you say God particles, you are the God particles. You are one with it. You are the God. And if you say God, you have become philosopher. No more you are scientist, so you are outcasted. Get out from our family. So tomorrow we shall see further how अविद्या करके कोई चीज नहीं, चिदात्मा उसको अविद्या को नष्ट नहीं करता है। दोनों पक्ष से ये नहीं है मैं अज्ञानी हूँ, इस प्रकार का साक्षी ज्ञान ही अज्ञान की सिद्ध करता है। तो tomorrow we shall see what is really called ignorance and what do you mean by ignorance and what do you mean by knowledge. Tomorrow we shall see analytically. Can the knowledge destroy the ignorance? Or ignorance can overlap the knowledge? Can it hide the knowledge? Can a cover hide the lamp light? Can it? Can the cloud hide the sun? What do you say? It hides. The clouds hide the sun, isn't it? You fool. It hides your eyes, not the sun. That is what we are discussing now. It hides your vision. Sun cannot be hidden by the clouds. This truth cannot be hidden by ignorance. Never it can. Tomorrow we shall see elaborately with more explanations. Tomorrow, 24th September, and tomorrow means day after tomorrow. Tomorrow our class will remain closed because Swamiji's birth anniversary. Swami Chidanji Maharaj's birthday we shall celebrate. So tomorrow छुट्टी देखी जाएगी। हरि ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय। शब्द ब्रह्म की जय। सरस्वती महारानी की जय। जोग वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय।